After age 65, life often feels like a new chapter, one where senior soldiers of wisdom should be able to enjoy the fruits of decades of hard work, family moments, and peace of mind. But here's the unsettling truth: sometimes the smallest things we do every day, the very habits we consider harmless, can silently damage the brain. Think about it. You might forget where you left your keys, or you might blank out on a name you've known for years. Many people laugh it off as just aging, but what if I told you that certain habits can actually accelerate memory loss? These are not random myths, these are scientifically proven links between lifestyle and brain decline. And the most shocking part is, many seniors do them daily without realizing the cost. Science has shown that the human brain remains surprisingly adaptable even after age 65. According to research published in the journal Neurology, lifestyle factors account for more than 40% of the variance in cognitive decline among older adults. That means it's not just genetics, it's the things we do every single day, the routines, the shortcuts, the seemingly innocent decisions, that can either protect or harm memory. These findings should be a wake-up call. Memory loss is not just an inevitable part of aging. It's something we can influence, for better or worse. Take the story of Margaret, a 72-year-old from Phoenix, Arizona. She always believed her forgetfulness was just normal aging. But when she finally visited a neurologist, she learned that some of her daily choices, like skipping breakfast, spending hours sitting in front of the TV, and drinking soda instead of water, were putting her brain at risk. Margaret was shocked. "I never thought these little things mattered," she admitted. "But once I started changing them, I noticed real improvements." Her story is a powerful reminder. After 65, these small habits are not trivial. They are life-changing. That's exactly why this video exists. We're not just here to scare you, we're here to guide you. Over the next few minutes, we'll uncover 5 everyday habits that can quietly speed up memory loss after 65. You'll learn what they are, why they're so dangerous, and most importantly, how to avoid them. Some of these may surprise you, because they're things you probably do without even thinking. And yet, avoiding them could be the difference between maintaining a sharp mind or struggling with forgetfulness that robs you of independence. So here's the question: are you willing to look closely at your own daily life? Are you ready to confront the habits you must change to protect your memory, your health, and your future? Because what you're about to discover could be the most important advice you hear this year. Let's dive in. Habit 1: skipping regular physical activity. One of the most dangerous yet overlooked habits that accelerates memory loss after age 65 is skipping regular physical activity. At first glance, this may not sound like a brain-related issue. After all, most seniors think of exercise as something for muscles, bones, or heart health. But here's the truth: what you do with your body deeply affects your mind. Research has consistently shown that physical inactivity is one of the most powerful risk factors for cognitive decline. A study from the Alzheimer's Association revealed that seniors who exercise at least 150 minutes per week have up to a 35% lower risk of developing dementia compared to those who avoid physical activity. These numbers are striking, because they show just how much control we truly have. Why does this happen? When we move our bodies, blood flow increases, delivering oxygen and nutrients to the brain. This circulation fuels brain cells, keeps neurons firing, and even stimulates the production of new connections in regions responsible for memory. On the flip side, a sedentary lifestyle means less oxygen, more buildup of toxins, and faster shrinkage in brain regions like the hippocampus, the part of the brain most vulnerable to memory loss. Senior soldiers of life must understand, sitting for long hours isn't harmless relaxation. It's a silent threat to brain health. Take the story of Robert, a 69-year-old retired teacher from Chicago, Illinois. For years after retirement, Robert fell into the habit of spending his mornings reading the newspaper and his afternoons watching television. He rarely walked outside, and exercise was the last thing on his mind. "I told myself I earned the right to rest," Robert said. But soon he noticed he was forgetting appointments, misplacing his glasses almost daily, and struggling to follow conversations. His doctor recommended daily walks. Reluctantly, Robert began with just 10 minutes a day around his neighborhood. Over time, those walks grew into 30 minutes, sometimes even longer. Within months, he noticed a difference. It was like the fog lifted, he shared. I still forget things sometimes, but I feel sharper, more alive. Stories like Robert's are echoed across the scientific community. According to the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity, even light physical activity, such as walking, stretching, or gardening, has been linked to better memory retention in seniors. The most important thing isn't the intensity, but the consistency. Yet sadly, many elders avoid exercise because they believe it's too late, too hard, or unnecessary. This is one of the most damaging misconceptions. Habit 2. Poor sleep patterns. The second habit that can quietly accelerate memory loss after age 65 is neglecting sleep. Many seniors think of sleep as a luxury or something optional, but science tells us it is one of the most critical foundations of brain health. After all, during deep sleep, your brain clears out toxins, processes memories, and consolidates new information. Without it, your mind struggles to function. According to a study in the journal Nature Neuroscience, older adults who consistently sleep less than 6 hours per night are at a significantly higher risk of developing cognitive decline and even Alzheimer's disease. These are not just small effects. Poor sleep has been called by researchers a silent killer of memory. Why is sleep so vital? When you sleep, your brain activates what scientists call the glymphatic system, which works like a cleaning crew, washing away harmful proteins linked to dementia, like beta amyloid. If you cut your rest short, these proteins build up and choke communication between brain cells. Over time, the result is more forgetfulness, more confusion, and a faster slide into memory loss. That's why senior soldiers of life must treat rest not as a luxury, but as a must-have daily habit. Let's look at the story of Linda, a 74-year-old grandmother from Dallas, Texas. Linda had always been a night owl, staying up until 2 a.m. watching television or scrolling on her phone. She thought it was harmless. After all, she wasn't working anymore, so why not enjoy late nights? But soon, she began noticing troubling signs. She would forget the names of people she had just met, and even left her stove on twice. Her doctor explained that her irregular sleep was depriving her brain of critical memory processing. "I thought I was just getting old," Linda shared, but it turned out my bad sleep habits were speeding up the process. Once she committed to a consistent bedtime, going to bed at 10 p.m. and waking up at 6 a.m., she began noticing improvements. Her mind felt sharper, and her family noticed she was more engaged and alert. The most important thing here is consistency. Seniors must avoid irregular patterns like late-night TV binges, excessive naps, or caffeine before bed. Instead, good sleep hygiene, such as dimming lights before bedtime, keeping the bedroom cool, and creating a nightly routine, can protect memory health. In fact, Harvard researchers found that seniors who maintain regular sleep routines experience significantly slower cognitive decline compared to those with erratic schedules. So let me ask you, are you still with us up to this point? If yes, I want you to prove it. Go down to the comments right now and type number 2. This way, I'll know you're paying attention, and it'll also help you lock in this lesson about sleep and memory. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video from Golden Age Wisdom so more seniors can protect. Habit 3. Poor nutrition choices. Another habit that can accelerate memory loss after age 65 is consistently making poor nutrition choices. Many seniors think that food is just about filling the stomach or indulging cravings, but what you eat directly affects your brain's health. These small daily decisions, skipping meals, relying heavily on processed foods, or consuming too much sugar, are some of the things that most strongly influence memory decline. According to a study published in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience, diets high in saturated fats and refined sugars are linked to impaired cognitive function and increased risk of Alzheimer's disease in older adults. Conversely, diets rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and omega-3 fatty acids help maintain brain function and slow age-related memory loss. The brain, like the rest of the body, needs fuel, but not just any fuel. Nutrients like antioxidants, B vitamins, and healthy fats act like brain protectors. When seniors' older adults skip these essential nutrients, neurons struggle to communicate effectively, and memory formation suffers. These poor eating habits can also lead to chronic inflammation, which is a known contributor to cognitive decline. Researchers now consider diet a major modifiable risk factor for dementia, meaning the habits you adopt can either protect or harm your memory over time. Let's take the example of Henry, a 70-year-old retired engineer from Seattle, Washington. Henry had always loved sweets and fast food. He would often skip breakfast, eat a donut on the go, and rely on frozen dinners for lunch and dinner. Over time, he noticed his memory slipping, forgetting appointments, misplacing bills, and struggling to recall names. After a routine checkup, his doctor explained that his dietary habits were contributing to cognitive decline. Shocked but motivated, Henry changed his approach. He began incorporating leafy greens, berries, whole grains, and fatty fish into his meals. He even joined a local cooking class for seniors, which encouraged healthier meal planning. Within months, he felt sharper, more energetic, and confident in his mental clarity. Henry says, "I never realized how much these habits were stealing from my brain. Changing my diet felt like reclaiming a part of myself." Science supports Henry's experience. Research from Tufts University demonstrated that seniors adhering to a Mediterranean-style diet showed better cognitive performance and a significantly reduced risk of memory loss. Nutrient-dense foods enhance neuron communication, reduce oxidative stress, and even help maintain brain volume in critical areas. In contrast, poor dietary habits are a slow but relentless pathway toward memory deterioration. These findings underline a simple truth: after 65, the foods you eat are as important as the medicines you take. Nutrition is not just a lifestyle choice, it's a habit that seniors must carefully manage if they want to preserve memory. Habit 4. Social isolation. The fourth habit that can quietly accelerate memory loss after age 65 is social isolation. After retirement or the loss of close friends, many seniors' older adults gradually withdraw from social activities. They might think staying home is safer or easier, but these things can have profound effects on both memory and overall health. Studies show that social isolation increases the risk of cognitive decline by up to 50%. These connections, small as they may seem, are must-have lifelines for the brain. Social engagement stimulates memory, problem-solving, and emotional regulation, while isolation allows cognitive decline to progress unchecked. Let's look at the story of Eleanor, a 73-year-old retired nurse from Boston, Massachusetts. After her husband passed away, she started avoiding family gatherings and community events, believing she would be a burden. Over time, Eleanor noticed she was forgetting names, appointments, and even simple daily tasks. Her daughter encouraged her to attend a local senior center for weekly games and conversation groups. Initially hesitant, Eleanor joined and soon realized the change was remarkable. Sharing stories, laughing, and helping others reignited her cognitive functions. "These interactions are the spark my mind needed," she said. "I finally understand that avoiding people was hurting me more than anything else." Scientific evidence reinforces Eleanor's experience. Research from the journals of gerontology indicates that older adults with robust social networks have better memory performance and slower cognitive decline. Even casual interactions, like chatting with neighbors or participating in a hobby group, can enhance brain connectivity and mental agility. On the other hand, loneliness triggers stress hormones like cortisol, which can damage neurons over time and accelerate memory loss. It's important for seniors to understand that staying connected isn't optional, it's essential. After 65, these habits of avoiding social interaction are must-avoid behaviors. Joining a club, volunteering, attending religious services, or simply talking on the phone with family are simple steps with powerful cognitive benefits. Even small, consistent interactions can preserve memory and boost overall health. Now, let me ask you, if you're still watching this far into the video, that shows you're committed to protecting your brain. Type number 4 in the comments below to confirm you're paying attention. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Golden Age Wisdom so more seniors can learn these life-saving habits. Remember, these simple social actions might be the most impactful habits for maintaining memory after age 65. After all, the human brain thrives on connection. Avoiding social contact isn't just lonely, it's a habit that can steal your memories. The solution is simple: engage, interact, and embrace community. These small steps may seem minor, but they are some of the most powerful weapons seniors' older adults have to fight. Habit 5: excessive stress and lack of mental stimulation. The fifth habit that can accelerate memory loss after age 65 is living with excessive stress and failing to engage in mental stimulation. After retirement, or as life slows down, many seniors' older adults fall into routines that don't challenge the brain. While stress may seem like a normal part of life, chronic stress floods the body with cortisol, a hormone that, in high levels over time, can shrink the hippocampus, the region of the brain responsible for memory formation and retention. Research from psychoneuroendocrinology shows that older adults exposed to long-term stress have significantly higher rates of cognitive decline. These are the things seniors must avoid if they want to protect their memory and overall brain health. Mental inactivity is just as harmful. The brain functions much like a muscle; it needs regular exercise to stay strong. Seniors who do not engage in puzzles, reading, learning new skills, or even simple problem-solving tasks risk weakening their cognitive reserves. Studies published in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience suggest that seniors who engage in regular cognitive exercises show slower memory decline and better overall brain function compared to those who remain passive. The combination of stress and mental inactivity can be particularly harmful, accelerating forgetfulness and reducing the brain's resilience to age-related changes. Consider the experience of Thomas, a 68-year-old retired engineer from San Diego, California. After retiring, Thomas spent most of his days watching TV and worrying about bills, his health, and the future. He didn't realize that the constant anxiety, coupled with minimal mental engagement, was taking a toll on his memory. His family noticed he was forgetting names, losing track of appointments, and struggling with tasks he had previously done effortlessly. Once Thomas understood the connection, he began incorporating mindfulness practices, journaling, and learning to play chess with his grandchildren. Within months, he noticed significant improvements in his focus, problem-solving, and memory recall. Thomas shared, "I thought stress was just part of life, and that I'd naturally slow down mentally. But I learned these habits, or the lack of them, were actively hurting me." Science reinforces Thomas's experience. Neuropsychologists emphasize that cognitive stimulation, like puzzles, reading, social games, and learning new hobbies, creates new neural pathways and strengthens existing ones. Meanwhile, stress reduction techniques such as meditation, deep breathing, and gentle physical activity decrease cortisol levels, protecting neurons and enhancing memory retention. These are simple yet powerful habits that seniors must integrate into daily life to slow down memory decline. After age 65, ignoring mental health and failing to challenge the brain can quietly erode cognitive functions. These habits may feel insignificant, but they are among the most influential factors. Closing, protecting memory after 65, small habits, big impact. After exploring these 5 habits, one thing is clear: memory loss after age 65 is not inevitable. While genetics and age play a role, the everyday choices older adults make are just as important, if not more so. Skipping physical activity, neglecting sleep, eating poorly, isolating socially, and living with chronic stress are habits that quietly chip away at cognitive health. But the good news is that these are things you must control. The power to protect your memory, maintain independence, and preserve your quality of life lies in the small, consistent habits you adopt every day. Take a moment to reflect on the stories we've shared. Robert from Chicago regained clarity through daily walks. Linda from Dallas improved her memory by regulating her sleep. Henry from Seattle strengthened his brain with proper nutrition. Eleanor from Boston thrived by reconnecting socially. And Thomas from San Diego sharpened his mind through mental stimulation and stress management. These stories are proof that after 65, even minor changes can have major effects. Science confirms it, but lived experiences show it in action. These habits are not just optional, they are lifelines for a sharper, healthier mind. Here's the key takeaway: these small habits are cumulative. One change alone may help a little, but when combined, exercise, good sleep, healthy nutrition, social connection, and mental engagement, the effects multiply. They become a powerful defense against memory loss, allowing seniors to retain independence, enjoy relationships, and live with confidence. Avoiding these habits, on the other hand, accelerates decline faster than most realize. Every choice matters. Every day counts. Now, I want to connect directly with you, the viewer. If you've watched until this point, it shows you care about your health and your mind. I encourage you to take action right now. Make a plan to implement one or more of these 5 habits today. Even starting small, like a 10-minute walk, a glass of water, a phone call to a friend, or a puzzle, can start a ripple effect toward better memory and well-being. And don't forget to support this community. Please like, share, and subscribe to Golden Age Wisdom. By doing so, you help spread these life-changing habits to other seniors, older adults who need guidance on protecting their health, memory, and independence. Your engagement strengthens this community and ensures that more elders have access to advice that truly matters. In conclusion, after age 65, memory preservation isn't about luck or fate, it's about deliberate, daily choices. These small, intentional habits may seem simple, but they carry the most profound impact on your health and life. Protect your body, nourish your brain, stay connected, and challenge your mind. These are the things that must be prioritized if you want to live a sharp, vibrant, and fulfilling life. The sooner you start, the stronger your brain will remain, and the greater your chance of enjoying every moment with clarity and joy. Remember, the habits you adopt today will shape the memories you keep tomorrow. Take action, embrace change, and let these practices guide you toward a healthier, smarter, and more empowered life.